This is Kennedy. I just wanted to get on here and show you guys how to look up your TEAS score and how to read it after you take your TEAS. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your TEAS login. Okay, so this would be like if I have already just taken my TEAS, and I'm actually going to let you guys see it. So after you would take it, you would go to my results, and this all looks very confusing. So let me start with this. So I did 2 practice assessments, and it shows you the dates when I completed. This was last year. So when I did my first one, this was on September 14th. So as you can see, I did not do so well. I barely got above the requirement for Augusta. And remember, this is just a practice assessment. So this is what I used to help me. So let's see. Reading was pretty good. That was actually my highest. Mathematics was second. Science was 72, and English was that 58.3. Now, ideally, we want all of these to be above the 75 benchmark that Augusta has, but we're really shooting for the most. So I took this information and I really focused on the English and language. However, I really didn't focus that much on reading. So I did a bit of studying for about 6 days, hardcore studying for 6 days, and you can see the improvement. English went up to a 95. Science went up to an 89, math went up to a 93, and reading went up to a 91. So those are much better scores, giving me an overall score of 92. Now the anatomy and physiology part, that did not go so well on my part, so I really needed to review on that. So this is when I took my TEAS for the first time. So after I got it, this is what I saw. And at first it can be pretty hard to read. So let me start. So I took it October 12th of 2020. The biggest thing you care about is this score right here, because this is what Augusta cares about the most, is this individual score. Their individual score minimum is a 75%. Now, my counselor told me that in order to be competitive, that this needed to be ideally above an 80. And as you can see, I got an 87.3. This right here, national PR, that just means how you rank against everybody else in the nation. So I was 97th overall, 95th in reading, 96th in math, 91 in science, and 94 in that English. So I can tell you from where I started at 58.3 to this 94 in the national level, doing ATI's TEAS practice test really does help. And this just gives you a little idea. See, this just says that it's a probability of passing the NCLEX. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I guess we will see. So here you can see it'll tell you when it was sent. So at the time I was applying to here, Augusta University and Kennesaw State, because they also required the TEAS. So it just gives you confirmation that these transcripts were sent. And for example, let's say I wanted to send this to Georgia Southern. I don't know which one they require, but I could say send transcript. It's going to tell you how many credits you had. So in my other video, if you saw that it included that one free transcript and you hadn't sent it anywhere, this could be your credit. So I would need to purchase another one, and then I could send it again, which I'm not going to. And then you can also go here, download report. Let's see. Okay, so this is what the university is going to get when it's sent to you. So it's telling you where it's going, so Augusta University, and I was applying for the BSN program. So it's going to tell them when you took it, or this was when it was sent to them. So there's my score, 87.3. National, see, this one has a different percentage, which this is individual mean versus individual PR. So this is where I got that 97th from, and 97% in the program of students who took this in the BSN program. So it just gives you little measures here. It also has my practice assessment. Not that the university cares, but it just shows how long you practice for, where you were at. So as you can see, each time I took it, I got a little better each time. So this is just what is seen to them. Let me go back here. So this really gives you a good picture of what what happens after you take the TEAS and how to take this and study better if you want to take it again. So let me just show you guys. I believe I still have it. So this is I'm logged into my account. I'm on my ATI, and this is, so I don't have any learning materials. So I didn't pay for any of those, but I did buy testing materials. So if you did, I believe this proctoring was the first time that I registered. I did do it for proctoring, but then I ended up taking it at a separate place. When I bought this package, I got a practice assessment. I bought 2 practice assessments. There was A and B on here, but I took those, which I don't think I've ever accessed C. So let's see if we can access it. Okay, so just for example, this is what it looks like, which I don't mind showing you guys. So this is reading. So this really focuses on reading. It takes you, okay, it's gonna make me answer. So it just takes you through, and it gives you rationales for why this is wrong. This is why I really liked the ATI TEAS review or practice, because it gives you rationales, and these are the same people who make the TEAS. So I thought it was the best idea to get that. So let's move on, see if it'll give us a different question. Okay, so I happened to get this one correct. And I'll just give you a little smiley face. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but it basically gives you 8 hours. You can flag it like you can in the TEAS. Gives you a calculator. Let's see, let me come out of this. Yes. And at the very end, I believe it gives you results. Like it would, or I can show you the anatomy and physiology one as well, if it'll let me do it. So I should probably know this, but I don't. But it gives you the rationales for why it's not. And let's see, so there's 70 questions, and at the very end, it'll tell you what topics you did not success, or what you were and what you were not successful. Very much like my results of this. It's actually the exact same thing. It'll just pop up down here once you're done. So if you guys have any questions, you can email me. Piper has my email if you guys need to contact me. And don't forget to follow SLO on Instagram. It's the letters SLO.Augusta. We have some great events coming up, and we would love for you guys to be a part of it. And as always, let me know if you have any questions.